గ్రూప్స్ అడ్డా ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్యోగాలకు ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యే అభ్యర్థులకు శుభవార్త. గత 5 సంవత్సరాలుగా వేల మంది అభ్యర్థులకు ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసుల ద్వారా ఉత్తమ కోచింగ్ ను అందించి వారి విజయానికి సహకరించిన గ్రూప్స్ అడ్డా సంస్థ వారు ఇప్పుడు సరికొత్తగా మొబైల్ యాప్ ను ప్రారంభించారు. ఈ మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా వీడియో క్లాసులను డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఆఫ్లైన్ లో ఇంటర్నెట్ అవసరం లేకుండా ఎన్నిసార్లైనా చూడవచ్చు. తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాలలోనే ఇటువంటి ఆఫ్లైన్ ప్రత్యేకతను కలిగిన మొబైల్ యాప్ ను గ్రూప్స్ అడ్డా వారు మాత్రమే అందిస్తున్నారు. గ్రూప్ 1, గ్రూప్ 2, గ్రూప్ 3, గ్రూప్ 4, ఎస్ఐ, కానిస్టేబుల్, గ్రామ సచివాలయం, డిఎస్సి, టెట్, ఏఈ, ఏఈఈ, డిఎల్, జేఎల్, పాలిటెక్నిక్ లెక్చరర్, ఎఫ్ఆర్ఓ, ఎఫ్బిఓ లాంటి మరెన్నో ఉద్యోగాలకు వెబ్సైట్ అండ్ మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా ఆన్లైన్ కోచింగ్ అందిస్తున్నారు. అతి త్వరలో ఈ బుక్స్ మరియు ఆన్లైన్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ప్రారంభం.
Welcome to Groups Adda. First let me introduce myself. I am Vatikut Lakshman Gaud, myself author of a book BD series Indian Polity. I have been teaching polity and governance in various IAS academies in Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and also currently working as guest faculty in University of Hyderabad. Introduction part. Today I came before you to discuss about AE examination. I am going to deal with polity and governance of these topics for your AE examination is concerned. So I have gone through your notification and the previous questions. From that I understood that you need to focus certain basic topics of Indian polity, governance particularly. See, when I observed about the difficulty level of the questions, these questions are not much difficult like civil services or like groups, but he want to check your basic understanding in polity and the various schemes Andhra Pradesh government is coming up with as part of your governance. So when I observed the questions from the polity, you need to cover certain topics, very important topics from where questions are asking. See, the first one, evolution of Indian Constitution you need to cover. Evolution of Indian Constitution. Sir, in evolution of Indian Constitution, what I need to study? Here if you see some topics here, 1773 Regulating Act or Pitt's India Act, and also 1909 Councils Act. It is also called as what Minto-Morley reforms. From this place also the questions are asking. And also 1919 Government of India Act, and it is also called as Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. And 1935, most importantly 1935 Government of India Act. From these areas the questions are asking in AE examination as part of your polity. And also if you see the second topic from the constitution topic, the fundamental rights, directive principles of state policies, and fundamental duties. These three areas are important from the Constitution of India. From fundamental rights you need to cover from Article 12 to 35. And as part of DPSP you need to cover from Article 36 to Article 51. And as part of your fundamental duties you need to cover Article 51A. So, and the third topic from where the questions are asking is the Parliament. The Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, President, etc. From these areas questions are asking. And the fourth one, judiciary. In this judiciary you can see the Supreme Court of India, High Court, subordinate courts and tribunals. The basic questions are asking, but you need to understand how the questions are asking, from where you need to focus. So otherwise you cannot able to answer these questions. Questions seems to be easy, but if you don't know the clear understanding of these topics, you can't able to answer the question rightly. So we will take some examples so that you can understand. And then another topic you can see very importantly, local governments. Local government. So local governments means here you can see Panchayat Raj institutions. This is very important. Every time the questions will ask from this particular area. In any competitive examination, particularly in AE exam also, the questions are asking from this area, Panchayat Raj institutions and municipalities. From these areas, the questions are asking. And also that is famously called 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts. See, and then constitutional and non-constitutional bodies. This topic also very important for your exam. And 7, public policy. The policies of the government, particularly you have to focus on Andhra Pradesh. And also the next one, as part of your governance, the AP government is coming up with various schemes. So those schemes you need to cover as part of your governance. So what are the schemes or what are the policies government of Andhra Pradesh is coming up with to increase the efficiency in the governance, See, so these you need to focus on these particular topics. For example, let us take 1 or 2 questions so that you can understand what is the difficulty level and why you need to focus in these particular areas. And for example, if you see one question, the question is Parliament includes. Simply, he asked the question, Parliament includes. Here, consider the following. Option A, he says Lok Sabha only. Parliament includes. Parliament means what? Lok Sabha only. Or option B, he says Rajya Sabha only. Option C, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both. Option D, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President. See here, by observing this question, Parliament includes, what may be the answer for this question? So most of people think that the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha becomes what? Parliament. So in examination, you choose this C option as correct. And when you come to home and see your key, option D is correct. So that is why this is the importance of coaching. See, if you choose option C, why the Parliament means the President will come into the picture in the Parliament. But if you read the subject, then you will understand. So the Parliament means not just Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Parliament means Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the President also. Now in the coaching, we will tell why President is part of the Parliament. Parliament means not just Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, President also part of the Parliament. Because if a bill want to become an act, if Lok Sabha need to pass the bill and Rajya Sabha need to pass the bill. If President doesn't give his assent, then it will not become what? Act. President also need to give his assent for that bill which is passed by both the houses. That's the reason you can say President is what? The part of the Parliament. And also every year the President addresses both the houses of the Parliament. He initiates the session every year. And also he dissolves the house, dissolves the Parliament, Lok Sabha. And also when there is Parliament is not in session, he come up with ordinances. Ordinance is like law. He create the law. So whose work is the creation of laws? The Parliament's work. When Parliament is not in session, then the President can issue the ordinance. Ordinance is work like what? Law. So that is why the president is also part of the parliament. President is not member of the parliament, he is the part of the parliament because he is going to do these important functions. So that is why when the question comes like this, parliament includes, so then the answer is Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and president. If you choose this option, this is correct. This Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is not the parliament. President also part of the parliament. This is your answer. And if you see the another question, the second question, which of the following is not a constitutional body? Option A, CAG. Option B, Election Commission of India. Option C, Union Public Service Commission. Option D, NHRC, National Human Rights Commission. Here, what may be the answer here? Which of the following is not a constitutional body? So here you need to know which. So what is the difference between constitutional bodies and non-constitutional bodies? You need to know. In our classroom, we will explain clearly. Here, what are the constitutional bodies? Those bodies, those XYZ bodies mentioned in the constitution itself, in the constitution only with particular articles. The CAG is represented with a particular article, Election Commission, UPSC. See, all these three are mentioned in the constitution. So these are the constitutional bodies. But if you observe this NHRC, this is not mentioned in the constitution with any article. This is how NHRC is created. Parliament came up with a law. With this particular law, Parliament created a new body, that is what? National Human Rights Commission. So it is this NHRC is not there in original constitution and also not there in the constitution. But here CAG, Election Commission, UPSC are directly mentioned in the constitution. So the non-constitutional bodies are those bodies which are not mentioned in the constitution and created by either parliamentary law or through executive resolution. A body is created either through parliamentary law or through executive resolution. Executive resolution means what? Our Council of Ministers may come up with one discussion and they want to have a particular body. For example, what are the body created by executive resolution? Can you tell this? The Niti Aayog. Is Niti Aayog mentioned in the constitution? No, it is not a constitutional body. Our Council of Ministers thought that they want to create a body which help for the transformation of India for particular planning. So that's why our Council of Ministers created a body, a Niti Aayog, for the better governance of this country, for the better plans for the future. So this Niti Aayog is also not a constitutional body because not mentioned in the constitution, and also we didn't come up with any constitutional amendment bill. So here, and also you can see CIC, Central Information Commission. So this is also what? Non-constitutional body. So the bodies which are mentioned in the constitution and having some essence in the constitution are the constitutional bodies, and which are not mentioned in the constitution but created by law or through executive resolution like NHRC and Niti Aayog. So those are non-constitutional bodies. So here the question is asking which of the following is not a constitutional body. Here CAG is constitutional body and Election Commission also constitutional body, UPSC also constitutional body. Here NHRC is not a constitutional body. So your answer is option D. So that is how we will discuss this constitutional, what are the constitutional bodies and what are the non-constitutional bodies. For example, Lokayukta. So Lokayukta is what? Parliamentary law. It is created by parliamentary law. So it is what? Non-constitutional body. And Lokpal, similarly Lokpal also non-constitutional body. We will discuss all these in your classroom. So very detailedly all these topics which are relevant for your AE examination. So if you see judiciary, we will discuss about Supreme Court, High Court, subordinate courts and the tribunals. For example, if you see these fundamental rights, the questions are maybe asking like, the article right to education act refers to which article, or you can say which of the following article talks about right to education. Option A 23, option B 21A, option C article 14, option D article 19. So which article talks about right to education act? See, article 21A is the right answer. And also see equality before law, equality before law. So which of the following article talks about equality before law? Option A article 21, option B article 31, option C article 14, option C article 16. Which article is talking about equality before law? Article 14 is the right answer. So in our classroom we discuss all these things in detail, and we will assure you from Group Sadda, so you can able to attempt 90% of the questions from the polity and governance area. So what is the 10% etc. from the public policy or from the governance, from the schemes? There are 10% of the questions come, that also we will cover. From polity, the most of the questions come from the polity area. So the 90% of the questions are coming from polity. We can answer those questions, and also the 10% of questions are from the public policy and various schemes implemented by Andhra Pradesh government for the better governance. So we can assure you 99% of questions from our classes you can able to attempt the polity questions, polity and governance related topics. Thank you so much.